In Afghanistan, 2 Americans and 2 Afghans were killed today in an attack in Wardak province. An Afghan wearing a police uniform opened fire on them at a joint military base. He was killed in the shootout. 10 Americans were wounded. This appears to be the latest in a series of insider attacks, adding to rising tension between the Afghan and U.S. governments. Charlie D'Agata is at our bureau in Kabul tonight. Charlie, you've just come back from a mission that involved both U.S. and Afghan forces working side by side. What's the relationship like?
Well, Scott, things seem a lot more relaxed than they did a few months ago. We joined them on joint missions. There was a lot of interaction between the American and Afghan forces, and they did have guardian angels. These are U.S. military personnel whose specific job it is to keep an eye over U.S. forces as they conduct their business. They're armed and they're keeping watch over the U.S. forces as they engage with Afghan forces.
Charlie, the new U.S. Defense Secretary Chuck Hagel was just in Afghanistan over these last few days, and it was a rough trip for him.
Yes, Scott. Aside from a couple of bombings, one not far from where he was here in Kabul, there were political crises involved as well. At one point, Afghan President Hamid Karzai suggested that the United States and the Taliban were colluding to destabilize Afghanistan. And one key element, we were expecting a joint press conference between those two men. That never happened, and it sort of underlines the tensions involved between the U.S. administration and President Hamid Karzai.
Charlie D'Agata reporting from our bureau in the Afghan capital, Kabul, tonight. Charlie, thanks very much.